Let's take a look at what's going on with Dogecoin today, guys. All right, so we're looking at the 1 hour time frame right now, and it looks like Dogecoin formed a rising wedge, and it looks like it's breaking out right now. So a rising wedge is when the price is moving up and down between two lines. We have this resistance, 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 giving us this top trend line, and then we have support, 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 and then we broke right here. Basically, we're looking at the top line and the bottom line. It's getting tighter and tighter. It's going up. It's rising, and it's a wedge, which means that it's getting tighter and tighter. Once we break the bottom line, like usually rising wedges are bullish patterns. So you're looking at the bottom line. Once it breaks that bottom line to the downside, you could start targeting the bottom of the pattern, which is somewhere around 0.0716, something like that. So, okay, we were bouncing in the falling wedge. We broke that trend line right there. Now it looks like we're heading down. This is probably the next target that I'd be looking at if I was going to buy. Seems like we're in a bear market right now. And one thing about a bear market that's kind of cool is that, like, let's say you buy down here and it goes up like a couple percent, 5% or whatever, 10%. Let's see, how much is it? Like, let's say from right there to right there, that's like 5%. If it starts breaking to the downside, or at least if you were perfect on getting this entry anyways, if you were looking at the bottom, like this bottom right here, maybe you would have bought this bottom, something like that, bought here and then made it rise up. My point is when it's easier to take profits in a bear market because a lot of times it's going to go back down anyways. So you can buy, let it go up, and then sell it and then make some profits. Let it go down, come back, buy it again. Possibly it might go lower though. I've actually been looking since, so we're like at 7 cents right now, right? We had, and I talked about this on the last video. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. Let's see. There was like two bottoms. Oh, I was looking at this bottom. Never mind. We had this bottom and this bottom. That's what I was looking at. This bottom and this bottom. We broke that support. So we had a, kind of like a line like this, right? We broke that support going to the downside. Ever since we broke that support going down, like basically this line and this bottom, breaking that line going down, I've been looking at around 5 cents because if we zoom out, let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and zoom out. But these at the 5 cent level, like around 0.057 approximately, we start seeing that we had support in the past over here. We got a bounce right there, right at that line. We got a bounce right there at that line. We got a bounce right there at that line. And over here, kind of too, we dipped below it, but it did kind of hold support in that general area, all in this zone right here. So, okay, so my point is, now that we've broke that support, like I was talking about, I think we're going to head down. I'm looking at this level at around 0.057, something like that. So yes, right here would technically be the target for this falling wedge, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went lower than that. Maybe this line right here at around 0.067. This is the Fibonacci retracement chart that I've been looking at. Basically, from this bottom, using that run and then coming down. But yeah, I don't know. The next spot I'm looking at basically is 0.057. Now that it's going to the downside, we did have this little rising wedge. It is breaking to the downside on that little pattern on the 1 hour time frame. The next spot that I'd be looking at is right here, but after that, I'm also looking at like around 5 cents in general. Let's see what happens. We were looking at this downtrend right here, but it broke it going to the upside. It started forming that falling wedge, and then now it's going down again. I guess you could argue that we can kind of get rid of this line right here because it got broken when it started making that falling wedge. And then I'm kind of looking at like this support, this resistance, this resistance, and this resistance. Let's see if we could find like I don't know, like a trend line, something maybe like this, where we're looking at this resistance and maybe this resistance. I don't know. Basically, we have this resistance line. If it starts breaking to the upside, then we can start getting more bullish. But I wouldn't be surprised if it has trouble breaking through it. It might get pushed down by that level. But that's one thing that I'm looking at. We could probably delete this. delete this, delete this. Like I said, I think the next spot is just right here. And that's about it. And 5 cents. So let me know what you guys are thinking. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.